Be an investigation done into the anesthetic that is being used, because there's so many elderly people that are literally going into a temporary dementia state, and they're being killed by hospice. Hospice is trying to come in. This has happened to my grandfather, almost happened to my grandmother. If I hadn't stepped in, they would have killed her. And they ended up doing it anyway, because they give them, even if they're in the rehab center, they will start giving them the two drugs that kill them, and start taking their that start breaking down their bodies and systems, and it's a morphine. I can't remember the other one it's called, but it's really bad. The cocktail they use to basically end lives, and they say somebody's at end of life. When somebody has dementia, they're not end of life. First of all, they consider them end of life. They consider them worthless, which is sad. But this dementia is a temporary state and lasts up to 2 to 3 months with elderly, and happened to my grandfather. Each time he had surgery, he went into this dementia, had this dementia type reaction. And this has got to be stopped, because he came out of it. And then whenever he had surgery again, it happened again. This time in the recovery, the rehab center, they actually started giving to him, and I was trying to stop them. And they continued doing it after he came out, and they killed him. It basically breaks down it kills him. So there needs to be investigation into this, and I honestly want to sue I'm going to sue the rehab center. I want to sue the hospice, because they're murderers. They will murder them just because they have dementia. And this is a doctor that I found, a doctor's report, that couple of them, that show that this is actually a response to the anesthesia given to them for surgery. So I want Dr. Phil to go and investigate this. Channel 4 in Oklahoma City, I want people to investigate this. Real people that are going to investigate this and find out and get this stopped, because people are dying. Our elders that we're supposed to take care of and love and care for are dying and are being killed and murdered by these money hungry people. Hospice were sitting there waiting when my grandmother became ill with COVID. They were waiting and basically saying that the drugs that they give will help them with COVID symptoms, which is a lie, because she had COPD. And when you give somebody she could not expel the CO2, and she couldn't breathe it out in her normal state. When you drug somebody, they cannot express or get the CO2 out when they have bad lung function, or breathe well when they have lung function, because it's hard for them to breathe. Their breathing is hindered by the drug. So this is actually a lie. And they were lying, trying to make me believe and trying to get me to agree, because the family had to all agree to get her onto hospice, and I was completely against it. And I said, no, I'll take care of her myself. And whenever they finally let go of it, I went and took care of her myself, and she was fine. She recovered just fine. She didn't need hospice. Let's say, okay, hospice will force themselves into saying, oh, and they try to get Medicare to cover it. They're using Medicare to kill people, to murder people, and it's disgusting. And when I saw this happen to my grandfather, I didn't realize I was really a part of this, that I was being used to literally kill him. And for a hip replacement, you're not supposed to die from a hip replacement. It was the surgery, it was the anesthesia that caused the dementia symptoms, like it had before, a couple months when he came out of it. It was the anesthesia that caused it. They started giving him the drug and kept giving it to him when he came home, and they killed him. And what makes me sick is I was part of it and I didn't even realize it. My grandfather was the most incredible man, unlike any man I've ever known. That man wore dress pants every day, dress shirts every day, dress shoes every day, never wore jeans. This man would never raise his voice. Well, I'm raising his voice for him. I'm raising the voice for him, okay? And it makes me sick what has been done to him, and they tried to do it to my grandmother. They've done it to other elderly patients. I read of one lady, her mother was in a rehab center and had dementia symptoms, same symptoms, but she probably was from the anesthesia, and it needs to be investigated. This is disgusting that nobody's talking about this. And I mean, I don't need you don't need an education. You don't need to be a doctor to know when something is evil. Okay. There's doctors that are part of this and they know this is what's sickening. Doctors should be stopping this, but no. Okay. There's doctors running the hospice. They don't care. It's in the month. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just disgusting. And I'm just asking people to investigate this, to see this, and to follow through with this investigation. I want Dr. Phil on it because I know he's like a hound dog from hell, and I love it because, not hell, sorry, forgive me, from heaven. Because he will follow through and find out, get to the bottom of this, and I want to see if he can help with this. I love him because he really cares about people. He's real, he's not fake, he's not about money, he's real. So I'm hoping and asking him for his help. And I'd love to see Dr. Amen's investigation with Dr. Amen to see maybe how this anesthesia is infecting the brain. I'd like to get an investigation how my brain's affected because it's been really bad. But I think we have the worst case of ADHD in our family. But I would rather people get I want people just to stop. They're killing people. The loved ones, our fathers, our grandfathers. I don't want to see this. I will not let anybody touch my family that's from hospice. I don't trust them. And there's some nice people that are trying to help, that think they're helping people, just like another situation I'll tell you about later. But right now, let's focus on this. Please I'm going to ask the Dr. Phil, Dr. Amen. I want to ask even Dr. Oz to investigate this because since he's up there in the health, Mr. Kennedy, to help, please. I'm sorry, my head hurts really bad, so I can't think. But please investigate this. Thank you.